Fala aí você que tá ligado de volta no Journey, aqui quem fala é a Teacher Jéssica. E galera, o vídeo de hoje é um vídeo muito especial, a gente planeja fazer ele há muito tempo. E depois de cerca de 3 anos, a gente finalmente conseguiu juntar uma galera, um grupo de teachers e alunos fãs de The Last of Us 2 para fazer uma mesa redonda. Então aqui vocês vão ver convidados muito especiais debatendo as opiniões deles sobre o jogo. Como vocês sabem, The Last of Us 2 foi um jogo muito polêmico que dividiu opiniões e aqui não foi diferente. A gente teve alguns momentos de embate, mas tudo muito saudável e com muita descontração. Como toda essa conversa foi feita em inglês e em alguns momentos a gente tinha muitas pessoas falando ao mesmo tempo, eu coloquei também legendas em português para ajudar vocês a se localizarem se em algum momento vocês não entenderem alguma expressão que a gente usou. Foi uma conversa bastante extensa, então a gente provavelmente vai dividir todo esse vídeo da mesa redonda em alguns vídeos, em uploads semanais. Então para aqueles que estão assistindo agora e não querem perder a sequência, não esquece de se inscrever e ativar os sininhos, porque logo mais sai um novo pedaço sobre essa conversa de The Last of Us 2 aqui no canal. E antes da gente começar o vídeo, eu queria perguntar pra vocês são fãs de The Last of Us também? Pra aqueles que jogaram ou até assistiram a parte 2, fiquem à vontade pra dizer aí nos comentários a opinião de vocês pra cada um dos pontos que a gente for cobrindo aqui. Pode ser que em algum aspecto vocês vão concordar comigo e dali 2 minutos vocês vão discordar de algo que eu disse. E essa é a parte mais fascinante da história de The Last of Us Parte 2. É difícil você encontrar quem concorde em tudo. Eu gostaria muito de ouvir de vocês aí nos comentários o que vocês acharam do vídeo e qual a opinião de vocês a respeito dos assuntos que a gente debateu ao longo dele. E peço também humildemente para aqueles que curtirem o vídeo não esquecerem de deixar o like no final, porque ajuda muito a gente a saber se vocês gostariam de ver mais conteúdo como esse. Então, por favor, se vocês curtirem o vídeo, não esqueçam de deixar o like. Simbora pro vídeo. After 3 years, Lucas, it's finally happened. You guys know Lucas was the first person I discussed doing this with back in 2020. Back in 2020, we were still like at the peak of the pandemic. Everybody was locked in their homes. But after 3 years of planning, we're here. The good news is that we have more people than we would have back then, right? We have with us a bunch of people that are going to introduce themselves now. There's a rule. We just bought this microphone. We don't really know how to use it. It's supposed to be, I don't know how they call it in English, but it's like omnidireccional, which means it captures the audio from all angles. So you guys could be talking from there and your audio would be captured normally, but I believe there are some settings I need to change. And since I haven't had the time to read the manual, we're just gonna pass it on like hot potato. And then when it's your turn to speak, we need to stop things from getting out of hand, let's say, because you guys know this game is polemic. And I guess like for each question, maybe like we do 30 seconds for each one to answer briefly. You know, like yes or no. Do you agree or do you disagree? But you have only 30 seconds, then you have to pass it on. And after that, we do like a round debating the opinions we've gathered. Okay? Okay. You guys are so quiet. Is it because you're busy munching on the pizza? Yes. Okay, so let's start with the introductions. Shall we do it in alphabetical order? Yeah. I love alphabetical order. Yeah. Who is the first in alphabetical order again? I keep forgetting. Alexandre, come back here, Alexandre.
My name is Alexandre.
Can you bring it closer to your mouth? I know it's weird, but that's... You sure?
My name is Alexandre. My name is Alexandre. I am 21. That's all that I have to do to talk, you know.
Are you
no, just kidding.
Former student? Teacher?
I'm all of that. I'm all of that, I think.
It's funny because Alexandre is a former student and a student, right? Because he finished up the 10, and then after a few weeks being a former student, he joined us back for the 12, right? Alexandre. Jonathan, you're next.
That's a little paya. My name is Jonathan Kraft. I am a student in W8 and I have a lot of opinions about The Last of Us 1 and 2. More about 2.
I feel like we're gonna have some arguments today because, like, was it Wednesday morning? These two just talked very briefly about the game because Yuri learned that Jonathan would be here today, and then they started talking just like very superficially about the game, and they almost started a fist fight. You know, that's how it was. Okay, now next one in line, Kawa.
My name is Kawan. I am a student at Wizards. And like I don't think it will be a bunch of debate because it isn't a polemic game at all. I don't think anyone has any contradiction about like my ideas. At least I hope.
I've never met the side of him. Hey, how old are you again, Philip?
I am 16.
Alright, so who's next in line? Lucas, right? Go ahead, Lucas. The uniform says it all, but let's pretend it doesn't.
Yeah.
Are you a student?
Yeah. So my name is Lucas. I am turning 19 on 23rd of September. So I'm a former student. I'm a student and I'm a teacher. So I'm here to talk about The Last of Us and fight some people today because I know we have some weird people here, right?
No.
We have some weird opinions inside this room, and I will find them. Okay. Yeah.
I am scared. I am really scared.
I am scared because we have a lot of forks here.
João says he's coming to. João is always late, right, João? He's gonna listen to it later.
Yes. Okay.
Alright, Yuri, your time has come.
Hello, I am Yuri. I'm 17. I am a former student and a new teacher. And I don't know if I'm going to fight, but I love Abby. Let's go, Abby. Woohoo! I have one opinion and it's really strong and I'm going to use it every single time. It's just a phrase and I'm going to use every single time someone says something bad about Abby. So let's go, hashtag Team Abby. Woohoo!
Ah, look at that! João, it's gonna be like a surprise entrance because the camera does not see you just yet. But we do have João here with us.
Hello guys, my name is João. I have 18 years old and I'm here to discuss The Last of Us, I guess. Is that the game? Is that the game?
Yes.
Yes.
Part
All
two.
right. I'm doing W10, W12. No, please God, no.
Do not blink.
I'm doing W10, and actually that's all, I guess.
The first question is actually not related to The Last of Us 2 just yet, because even though the second game is way more polemic, way more complex, and we could just go on like hours and hours talking about it, right? It's still a sequel to The Last of Us 1. And I don't know if you guys agree, but I think The Last of Us 1, like I like to put it that way, it's a much easier game to like, don't you think? Yeah, not saying it's better. I guess most people here will think, oh no, the second one is better, but the first one was definitely less divisive, right? Yeah, okay. So, which means that we can just debate the game in like 2 minutes or less than that, I believe. Yeah. The first question being the most important one. Joel's final decision. Was Joel right to do what he did? And the second one, would you have done the same thing regardless?
Okay, this question I just need to say that it's not about being right or wrong. I think that like he did what he had to do in the situation. And don't show me the time.
I have to.
That's it. Like it's not about he doing the right thing. It's like what he had to do in the situation he was with Ellie.
I agree with my long hair friend, but I think Joe was not right thinking about the future of the humanity, but I don't think he made a mistake. I would do the same thing, and if I was him, and is that
Joe's last decision, I guess it was a wrong choice. Yeah, as guys can kill me after this, because the cure.
Once the cameras are off, right?
A lot of innocent people killed, and I liked the first game. I liked the second game too. Everything, I guess it was perfect. Probably, it's because that I'm not too attached to this kind of these stories.
We have to make you play now.
Well, I can't disagree. I agree with you. He was wrong doing that because if you think about the future of humanity, but like I would do the same thing if I was him because he didn't care about the future of humanity. He cared more about Ellie than that. Like it's the same thing. You would care more about a loved one than 1,000 strangers. So that's my opinion.
So I think it is not a matter of right and wrong. I think it is like when you have emotions on the table, anything you do like can be right or wrong, just depend of the perspective that you're seeing it from. But I don't know, I think it was right because he loved Ellie and he had like feelings and they were a family. So I don't know if lying to her was right, but he did the right decision.
I disagree with all of them. He was right, and but like the whole game we just see the development of a father and you know, a little girl that also lost her. She lost her father. Whatever. It's never even met him, right? Yes, it was really important for him to do that, to show him his love. So I think he was right. Every father would do the same thing. I don't see any problems on him doing that. And yes, that's it. Thank you.
The point is that he's wrong, but at the point on his point of view, it's like there's no word for him anymore because his daughter's already dead. He lost everything. So, anyways.
And I guess we all agree we would do exactly the same, right?
The most nostalgic.
You would sacrifice the person you love the most on earth? Well,
Is he?
I'm gonna send his mom a snippet of this.
I'm sorry, there's a large point over there.
Imagine if it's not about all of your family, it's about the own person that are your family.
He doesn't have anything anymore.
You need to think about that, but if I will give the person that I love to save the rest of my family, it's not about that. She was the only family. Yeah, she isn't Tommy, but
Like he didn't like love the word.
We forgot Tommy.
And if you remember that specific part of the game, he was like just going berserk. He wasn't thinking about anything. He was just thinking, oh, I need to save my daughter. I need to do everything I am capable of to save Ellie's life. So he wasn't thinking if he was actually wrong or right. And I feel like he kind of regrets it.
I don't think he regrets it. He regrets having lied to her. That's what he regrets, not the
He might regret the lies because
like it's very the scene where he says that it wasn't possible. He lies to her. Yeah. It's where you see he becomes very sad and he doesn't know what to do.
He destroys their relationship, right?
Yeah.
You can tell, like, I guess it's the bittersweet thing about the ending of the first game. I remember playing it and somehow, like, the last two lines, Elliot just saying, okay, like, that got me destroyed because you can tell that it's not fine. She knows something's up, right?
And the point is, like, it's not his decision, it's hers, so anyways.
They didn't even like make her decide.
Exactly. Jonathan, you want to say something before I drop the next question?
The most iconic dialogue in all the world of games is, you are right, you are not my daughter, and I absolutely not your father.
That's the heart-wrenching moment, right? I remember, I don't know about you guys, but like at the very beginning of the game, I was just talking to the girl that takes care of our marketing here at school, and we were talking about The Last of Us because she was like, oh, they are going to be here soon to talk about the game, right? I was like, yeah. And as many people, she knows the story because of the series. And we were talking about it. I said, I don't know if you guys agree. Have you guys all watched the series? Half of it? Not, you haven't watched it, Alexander? Okay. But I agree. I don't know if you guys agree. I feel like the game does something slightly better than the show, which is like Joel is softer in the series, and I don't mean that as a criticism. It's actually nice to see this other side of him. But the fact that he's so tough and like he's such a harsh and uncaring man through most of the game, right?
In the games, he shows he doesn't like Ellie.
Exactly.
He doesn't like her. He doesn't consider her a family.
And that argument just made it worse, right?
It's only by the end where he kills the whole hospital that he sees her as a true family.
True.
Because through the whole game he criticizes her a bunch. One very good moment is when he gives her a gun to help him.
It's like the first time he treats her sort of like better, right? Yeah. That's it. And then I don't know if you guys agree, but like I like reading or like I like watching channels that talk about writing, like writing books, writing anything. And there's something they talk about a lot, which is like build up and reward. So when you have a build up of things like not working well, when it finally does, like when things finally work well, work fine, and like characters that used to have conflict finally accept each other as family, which is the case with Joel and Ellie, it feels much more rewarding and hard earned, because like you had to watch them go through hell, and Joel being super insensitive to her, you know, insensitive. Yeah, you guys got it right. And I feel like in this show, like they did it well, but in the game you see such a darker side of Joel that when they finally, like when he finally makes the decision of saving her, it feels more rewarding. Like, wow, after all they've been through, right? After all these, like all the moments he was harsh on her and he talked about not wanting to have a connection with her, it makes things a little like more intense, I guess. But anyways, let's move on to the next topic, because I don't know who exactly brought it up, but it has to be mentioned. The Fireflies and Marlene, about Ellie having a final decision or not. I guess we all agree if they had just waited for her to wake up, things would have been very different, right?
He's not actually a psychopath. Like, he's just a father. Come on, guys.
He literally tortured like 2 guys.
Whatever.
You know I'm gonna feed him if you're coming for me. Hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing.